फिट कर दो.
यस.
So पेज થોડુંક રોટેટ કરો ને, આ સહેજ આડું આવે છે. આમ ઘુમાવો પેજ.
Today we will study interference. The effect produced due to superposition of two or more waves is called interference. Here we will study Young's double slit experiment. These two are the sources S1 and S2, very small aperture and separation D. This one is the screen. The distance between two sources is of the order of 1 mm and the distance between slit system and the screen is of the order of 1 meter. Suppose these two are sources, say y1 equal to a cos omega t and y2 is a cos omega t plus phi. This one is the intensity of this one is the electric field at point P at time t due to first wave. Similarly, this one is the electric field at point P due to second wave. And these two oscillations in this electric oscillation in this direction, this one is also, both are in same direction. So if you want to resultant electric field at point P, we can use simple algebra because of they are in either same direction or opposite direction. So y is y1 plus y2, y1 is a cos omega t plus a cos omega t plus phi. Using mathematics, cos c plus cos d is 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. So 2a cos of this plus this by 2, we have omega t plus phi by 2. This minus this by 2, we have cos of minus phi by 2. But we know that cos of minus theta is cos theta. So this one, real term 2a cos phi by 2 into cos omega t plus phi by 2 here. The resultant electric field at point P at time t is 2a cos phi by 2 cos omega t plus phi by 2. Now we know that the intensity of plane electromagnetic wave is given by I equal to rho c. Rho is energy density, c is speed of light in vacuum, and rho is rho e plus rho b. Energy density corresponding to electric field and energy density corresponding to magnetic field. And we have studied already half epsilon naught ERMS square plus half BRMS square by V naught. But ERMS by BRMS is c, speed of light in vacuum, and c is 1 upon root V naught E naught. So simplifying it, we get half epsilon naught ERMS square. BRMS is replaced by ERMS by c, so half ERMS square by c square mu naught. Half epsilon naught ERMS square, half ERMS square, c square is replaced by 1 upon mu naught E naught into mu naught. Mu naught cut out. So at last we get energy density is epsilon naught ERMS square. So I is epsilon naught ERMS square into c. Epsilon naught c ERMS square. So this suggests that intensity varies amplitude square. Electric field amplitude square. So I equal to constant into E naught square. For first wave y1 is a cos omega t, so I naught varies a square. Y2 is also having same amplitude, so I naught is varies a square. And the resulting wave is y is 2a cos phi by 2. It is the amplitude of electric field at P at time t. But it is constant. Cos of omega t plus for particular location, omega t plus phi by 2. So IP varies amplitude square 4a square cos square phi by 2. So IP equal to constant into 4a square cos square phi by 2. But I naught varies a square. So I naught equal to constant into a square. So this constant is replaced by I naught by a square into 4a square cos square phi by 2. A square cuts out. So we have IP equal to 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. Now for constant interference, that is maximum intensity. Cos square phi by 2, we want cos square phi by 2 is 1. So phi by 2 must be multiple of pi. 0, pi, 2 pi, 4 pi, etc. Where n 0, 1, 2. So phi, phase difference at P, 2 and pi, where n equals 0, 1, 2, 3. So now the condition in terms of path difference, we know that for phase difference 2 pi radian, corresponding path difference is lambda meter. So for 2 and pi, how much path difference? Or it is of course n lambda. So path difference is R2 minus R1. This one. Focus here. This one is R2, this one is R1. So this one is almost path difference R2 minus R1, S2n. because of this distance or this distance almost equal. So the R2 is greater by this amount, and this is path difference. So if the path difference is n lambda at point P, n integer 0, 1, 2, then at that location constructive interference will occur, bright fringe. For distant interference, that is minimum intensity, here 0 intensity, because they are having same amplitude. So for this, cos square phi by 2 must be 0. So phi by 2 must be an odd multiple of pi by 2, 2n minus 1 into pi by n equal to 1, 2, 3. So phase difference phi is 2n minus 1 into pi, where n equal to 1, 2, 3. At that location, the distant interference will occur. Now the condition in terms of path difference, for 2 pi, path difference is lambda. So for 2n minus 1 into pi, what is the path difference? 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. So at point P, if the path difference R2 minus R1 is 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, then at that location destructive interference will occur, that is dark fringe. Now R2 minus R1, focus here, this one is path difference. This angle theta and this theta is almost equal. So considering this triangle, sin theta is d, S2m by d. So S2m is d sin theta. So path difference R2 minus R1 is d sin theta. If theta is very small, then it is replaced by tan theta. We can replace it by tan theta, d tan theta equal to d into tan theta using this triangle. This dotted line, this and this. Tan theta is opposite side x upon adjacent side d. So d into x by d. So writing separately x d by d. So for nth bright fringe, xn d by d. For nth bright fringe, xn d by d is n lambda, and for n plus 1 bright fringe, xn plus 1 into d by d is n plus 1 lambda. These two, subtracting this result 1 from 2, we get this minus this. So xn plus 1 minus xn into d by d is 1 lambda. So xn plus 1 minus xn equal to lambda d by d, which is called x bar, which is the distance between two consecutive bright fringe, and this is the distance between two dark fringes also. And this distance is also called width of the fringe, because of here the intensity of light is maximum. Gradually it becomes 0 at this point, midpoint, and then after further increase to maximum. So this distance between two bright fringe is called fringe width also.